I'm pretty sure for the most part we have an understanding of what that word means, for the most part, generally speaking. Well, now I'm going to teach you everything you do not know about this word attitude. Everything you don't know is what I'm about to teach you and impart. So, the first thing about the word attitude is that it's a mindset. It's fluid, it's flexible, and it fluctuates. So the first preliminary things we need to know about the word attitude is that it's a mindset, and you may want to take notes. It's fluid, it's flexible, and it fluctuates. When I say something is fluid, what does that mean?
In transition.
Flows.
Flows.
Like water.
Like water.
It's constant state of transition.
Constant state of change, transition. Flexible.
It can bend.
It can go either way.
Go either way. Fluctuates.
Same as fluid.
Changes. So the attitude can change, move, bend within a second.
All it takes is one little incident, like dropping your phone on the ground. Somebody gonna get cussed out.
That's it. It is certain. Okay. That's it. You can start off in the morning with a particular attitude, and that person cuts you off in traffic, and it changes the course of your entire day. So let's understand that this attitude is a very meticulous, easily changed behavior. It's very easy to change a person's attitude. It's real quick, right? So, with that being the case, think of a time when you use the word attitude. Think of a time when you use the word attitude. I want you to think of the person, think of what was going on, what were they doing. Think of it right now. Take about 10 seconds or so to kind of think of a time when you use the word. Okay, I'm calling you of a time when you use the word. Think about the person, what was going on, what were they doing that made you say the word attitude. You go first.
Okay, just make sure, long story short, this friend of mine, he drinks a lot.
Okay.
So his attitude always changed really bad for when he started drinking. He had a cookout, and his niece and nephew, they were using the barbecue. So once he started drinking everything, his whole attitude just changed. He flipped and just, for no reason at all. His attitude just changed because of the drinking. That's why his attitude.
I like that example. Perfect example. Give me another example.
Okay, last night, I was laying in my bed about 9 o'clock, 9:30. I'm laying in my bed. I'm eating some Reese cups and drinking milk, and I'm watching Netflix. And then my boyfriend called. He told me, hey, what you doing? I said, I'm about to lay down and go to bed. He was like, well, I really need something. Can you come bring me some? So I was like, yeah, I got you. Okay. So I get up out my bed, get dressed, put my clothes on. I'm halfway to his house. And then all of a sudden he calls me, oh, my cousin finna come over and play 2K with me, and he brought me some. I said, man, I was like, man. So I started saying, I was cussing out somehow I feel. And he said something to me like, oh, it ain't even that big of a deal. I said, to you, I said, now you wonder why I'm catching an attitude because you making me go out my way and then at the last minute change your mind when I was perfectly fine in my bed.
I love that example. Good example. In all of those scenarios, what was it about those individuals that made you use the word attitude? It was something that is common in each example that made you use the word attitude.
Mine was being taken for granted.
You were being taken for granted. Okay. More so about that person. It was something about that person's what that made you use the word attitude. Something about that gentleman's what? Something about that lady's
whole
what?
demeanor. And demeanor. About it.
Demeanor. What is that? That's a person's
personality.
Tone.
Mindset.
Actions.
Close. That demeanor. Him doing what he did when he was drunk, the way she did what she did, the way he did what he did, it was their what? It's a word.
Personality.
Perspective.
Actions.
Actions is another word for what?
For every action is a reaction.
Huh?
So
Behavior.
Behavior. Behavior. In each instance, It was
Somebody else's behavior.
their behavior that made you use the word attitude. It was the behavior of the guy that was drinking. It was the behavior of the lady at the register. It was the behavior of that boyfriend that you call your boyfriend. It was their behavior that indicated that they had an attitude, right? So, is it safe to agree, ladies and gentlemen, that attitude is the driving force behind all human behavior?
Yes.
Can we agree to that?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, let's keep it moving. Let's examine what behavior is real quick. Behavior is what you're doing, it's what you're not doing, it's action, and it's non-action, and it's also body language. Again, behavior. It's what you're doing, it's what you're not doing. It's action and it's non-action. But it's also body language. All of these behaviors are indications of what your attitude is at the time. Let's break it down. If I say, everybody pull out your notes, right? And start, I said, everybody make sure you write this down, right? And you do it, that's showing me your behavior. But
If you're not doing it, that's still showing the behavior.
if you're not doing it, that's also showing me your behavior, which is showing me
Your
what's going on up here.
Towards the behavior that you're supposed to behave
Right.
with.
Action, non-action. If we're on the football field, say we're on the football field, and the player's a Hail Mary, right? And the receiver is going out for the Hail Mary. That receiver is showing me an action, right? That's the behavior. But the center is standing still and just blocking, not moving. It's non-action, but isn't it still a behavior?
Yeah.
The center is still. Thank you. Now, most importantly, people, this is my favorite one, because I didn't really know this until I got this training. Body language is an indicator of a person's attitude. Body language is an indication of what's going on up here. Most people don't even understand that though. If you go to talk to somebody and when they come into your presence, it's like this.
They tense.
Yeah.
Attitude.
It's something about their mindset that made them kind of.
Yeah.
But they don't even know they're doing it. They just like, it's so quick.
Yeah.
Or, let's say I'm coming home, right? I'm coming home and I'm married. Let's say I'm married. And I come home and I'm, coming to see my wife. Just got off of work, I knock in the door. Soon as I get into the kitchen, my wife looking like this.
Uh-oh, what's he done did now?
What's wrong? What's wrong, babe? What's going on? Nothing.
That's a lie.
That's the same thing as a mother when she got the belt, or she just sitting
She got the belt. I love it.
and she's just like this, just waiting for you to come in the
That's
door
that body language.
and just ready, just like, cause I had that happen to me. I snuck in my room window, me and my brother from going out and at a little team party or whatever party. He told me to come with him,
Right.
and my mama was waiting and was ready for us to get in that window.
So perfect example. She didn't have to say nothing, but you knew something was wrong.
Cocaine and key.
Right? Don't think about it too much, all right? Don't think about it too much, all right?
Golly.
But listen, the whole point, ladies and gentlemen, is that body language tells a person's mindset, and sometimes they don't even know it. again, like Ms. Howard said, if you in here and you just like slouch back, leaning back, like whatever, again, the perception is you don't really want to be here. And you may not even be aware of it. Like bro said, I just never really cared about people's perception of me anyway. I feel you. That's true. But guess what? In the world we're trying to get to, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Body language, because you got to be able to play chess instead of checkers. So, another thing about behavior is that the truth is always in the behavior. Glad I learned this too. The truth is always in the behavior. The truth is always in the behavior. You ever heard somebody that say, man, bro, I'm not going back to jail, boy. I am not going back. Well, I'm tired of them, bro. I am Central Booking will not see me no more, bro. I'm not going back. But you're the same block. The same dudes. You may not even be doing nothing no more. I ain't doing nothing no more. But they doing the same thing. 5-0, troll, roll around that thing. Guess what? Don't matter. You around them. You in the same. It don't matter that you done said ain't. Your behavior is gonna get you back in jail. You can say I ain't going back. I hear you rapping. I hear all that. But what are you doing? Another thing about behavior is that you cannot control
Someone else.
exactly another person's behavior. Please write that one down. You cannot control another person's behavior. Only how you respond to it. I'm going to say it again. And this right here, when you really digest this one and make it a part of your belief system, it'll save you a lot of trouble. You cannot control another person's behavior. Only how you respond to it. Give you an example. Let's say I'm getting ready to come to work. I'm walking up 16th Street, getting ready to walk into the building, right? And before I walk in the door, I get ready to boom. I walk in the door. I get ready to walk in the door, and across the street, hey, Larry, hey, you got a suit town now, boy. You saw us come, boy. I come sliding right now, old South. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
Embarrassing the crap out of you. You can't stop them from being themselves, though.
Right.
But how you react to it is
Boom.
yeah.
Boom. We on 16th Street though, and he across the street. And in my mind, hold on.
I would just ignore him and keep walking
Hold
away.
He just called me out on 16th Street in my own city, like I'm some duck. Like, hold on. So I go across the street, right? Something makes me go across the street. My belief system makes me go across the street because you just don't call me out like that, bro. Not on 16, bro. Like, really? So I go across the street.
First mistake.
Right? I go across the street and I'm like, hey, bro, I heard you had up. Boom! Before you know it, I hit him with a haymaker. He on the ground. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Getting the best of him, right? Boom. He say, you still soft as cotton. Did I change his behavior?
No, he still feel the same way about you.
Now police ride by. Oh. You think they're gonna listen to my story and cite and separate the stories and find out? No, both y'all better cruiser 49th. Oh, because I thought I could control that person's behavior. Same example, different outcome. Get ready to go to work. Get ready to turn the door. Hey, Larry, boy, you saw this car, you got that yellow shirt on, boy, I come smack you in that yellow shirt. Boom. Okay, thought. I'm not gonna let this dude control me, because clearly he has nothing to do with his life. He's at Mama Faye's on a work day, trying to call me out.
Your mama.
No, just go in the door.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Just go in the door. Like, you not, bro, you not.
That's what they want you. They want you to respond, because then they gonna get what they gonna get their way. If you respond to them, then they won.
If my attitude was not right, I would have failed for it. But if I had control of this, I could.
That's it.
So I say that example to help you to think about your own lives. Some of us, we going across that street. Because in our life, we've gone across that street time and time again. And it's become so much a part of us that we don't feel like we can control it no more. So it's like the minute somebody say something, boom,
It's on.
it's on. You ain't thinking, you're not processing no emotion, you're not checking your beliefs. You just, your body has become your mind.
That's something I gotta work on.
When your body becomes your mind, people, you're in trouble. When your body becomes your mind, you are in trouble.
If you ain't got no button to push, then he can't push it.
Thank you.
That's why you laugh.
So,
Every situation.
another example. How many of y'all got road rage in here? Let's be honest.
No, everyone.
Right? So you driving to work. Driving, right? You just, it's one of them good mornings, you feeling good. You listening to some, like some juvenile. Just follow me. 400 degrees. You know, you see me, heat, talk. See that 98%? Oh,
Yeah.
right? You riding, right?
I caught a felony charge.
All right, no, listen. Hold on. You get my point. The point is, you just riding, right? All of a sudden, somebody come from this lane and shoom, shoom. You almost hit the median. You come back, whoo, dart. Oh, they just tried to cut me off in traffic. Emotion. Oh, how you just gonna try my life like that? Belief system. Won't nobody cut you off in traffic. You better go see about that. Oh, you chasing them. You chasing them in traffic. Because you think you can change that person's, you get them to the
And
stop.
the sad part is the behaviors and stuff that they already done did, and they kept it moving.
You get to the stoplight. You get out your car. You like, hey, listen, I don't know if you aware, but a couple lights back, like you cut me off. I just want to make sure you were aware of that. But look, you done got out your car now. So the perception is that you were a threat.
Yeah.
Right? So they get out the car. Oh, you threatened me for my life, huh? You threatened me? Oh, I'm offended. Oh, you done tapped my window? Oh, boom! But do you see what just happened though? All because of your attitude. Now you're dead. What happens in this process? There's something that happens that makes the attitude control the behavior. There's 3 realms that are affected, and we've been talking about it since the beginning of class. 3 realms that make up that process of your attitude driving your behavior. What are the 3 realms?
Isn't it your belief?
Thoughts. Love it. I love it. I love it. No, the action is the behavior.
Beliefs?
Emotion.
Belief system. Love it. And I heard somebody just say it right there.
Emotion.
Emotions. Perfect. Please write this down. Please follow this. Follow this, people. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your belief system. This is what makes up that attitude that controls that behavior. When I got called out across the street, when I was walking in, the first example I gave you, my thoughts said, bro just sizing me like bro calling me out. Like he really about that life. Like, I got really, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, hold on. Then I started feeling some type of way. And we all know what it is when you feel some type of way. Like, let's be honest. Y'all know when you feel some type of way.
Yeah, like earlier, I was starting to feel some type of way.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So you already know. And then that belief system kick in and say, listen. You start thinking about how you handled it in the past.
Yeah.
You start thinking about past stuff.
Oh, I say I'm gonna shut up.
And before you know it, you done did something that again could have been avoided.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start right here. Let's go back to this real quick. Thoughts. This is the most important realm, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen. Because this is what affects everything else. This is the master. This is the slave. So whatever's going up in this realm, it's going to affect this right here. Whatever's happening in that dark realm is going to affect this right here. That's why you hear so much teaching on the mind, the battlefield of the mind. You know, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's why you hear so much on it, because it's so important. Now, I want you to understand that there's two parts of this. There's conscious
And unconscious decisions.
Yeah, and subconscious or unconscious. Right? This is your mind. Conscious thoughts, subconscious thoughts. A lot of this right here is what really controls us. Like, this is responsible for my heart beating right now. The blood going through my veins. All of that is on a program, on a system. When you think that you're hiding stuff and you're burying it and you're storing it away and you think you've gotten rid of it, you really have just packed it up in here. So it's still there, but you think you've gotten rid of it, but you put it right here. A lot of this also has to do with what we talked about, the paradigm. And the paradigm is what you've been programmed since birth. There you go. There you go. It's just a system.
And it tends to hurt you. Wow.
There you go. Because, for example, you ever heard of like third and fourth and fifth generational welfare? How it's just generational? How it's...
My grandma had food stamps, my mama had food stamps, I'm on food stamps.
And you wonder why I can't break that. Why I can't? It's because it's become a part of your paradigm.
Yeah, because
bills look like check
mama teaching grandma teaching mama teaching granddaughter.
There you go.
And it's just going down and just
It's
going down.
generational. It's your paradigm.
I know a lot of stuff.
Guess what? Guess what? I was always taught to go get a job and work for somebody else. That was what our paradigm, my paradigm was. You need to go to college, get a job, and work for somebody. But you have other households that say, no, you create companies. You
build your own business.
You build your own business, and that becomes your paradigm. So this right here is very crucial and controlling. I'm coming to see you. I got you. So that's the subconscious part of it. Now this is right here is our ability to think, our ability to create, all that great stuff. That comes from your conscious. This is the most important realm, ladies and gentlemen. If we're talking about changing our life, if we're talking about making some impact, it's all going to start in our thought realm. Prior to this class, some of you may not have known the power of your thoughts, and you become victims of it.